What's good, y'all, man? What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you? Before the video starts, man, smash the like button right now. Subscribe if you're new, man. And let's check this video out. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you? This is going to be extremely secondhand embarrassment. I'm not ready for it actually. But let's just get right into it, man. Let's go.
I'm kind of curious, what is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Okay, so just recently while the elections were happening, I had a girl ask me if I was voting for Biden or for Trump. I said neither, I'm in Australia, and she said it doesn't matter, every vote counts.
How would she say that, bro?
I had to explain to her that it's just her country voting, not the whole world.
What is the dumbest thing
When you think the world revolves around you, that's crazy, man.
an American has ever said to you?
So when I was like 20, I studied in Kyoto, Japan for like 6 months. And
Okay.
during that time, I got a job in an Irish pub because, of course, I did. And one day, this American man comes in, he's like in his 40s, and whenever he hears my accent, he starts delivering this speech to everyone about how much he thinks he knows about Ireland. So here's me thinking I'm being friendly, and I was like, oh yeah, I can see why you would think this thing, but it's actually more like this. And he's like, well, you wouldn't really know because you're not really Irish. You're black Irish. I was like,
What does that mean, bro? What does that mean, bro?
what the fuck that means, but anyway, yeah, I'm Irish. And he's like, no, I have a great grandmother from Ireland, and that's why I'm really Irish. You don't even look like one. And I was like, nah, I was not about to lose my nice job over this man, so I was just like, give him his gin and tonic. But he was so angry and so livid that I claimed to be Irish that he brought his co-worker in the next day to test if I was Irish or not. Me and the co-worker turned out we were from the same town, and he was like, yeah, she's Irish, and he was so pissed off.
I'm kind of curious, what is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
I think I might make a series out of this, but this is the first thing that comes to my mind every time someone asks me a question like this. So, in 2015, I moved to the US and I was a junior in high school at the time, and I was talking to some girls and they were like asking me questions about Greece. These girls were seniors in high school.
Okay.
And this one girl goes, after I said something about school in Greece and how different it is from school in the US, she goes, oh my god, it's so weird. I feel like you're like from a whole another country.
Bro, this don't piss you off, bro. This don't piss you off. It pissed me off. Why would you say that?
Because I am? And that was when I realized that
Maybe she was making a joke. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was making a doubt. Hey, it sounds like you're from a whole another country. Maybe she's just making a joke. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna get on her head.
education in the US is a scam.
I'm kind of curious, what is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So I was in San Diego last year. I was at a service station, just filling up the car with petrol. And I go up to the cashier and I'm like, oh yeah, just the petrol, thanks, mate. And he goes, oh shit, is that an accent? Where are you from? I'm just from Australia. Oh wow, that's like a really long way away. So did you fly here or did you drive here?
Drive.
A flew? Yeah, it's probably a little bit too far to drive, isn't it?
You think?
I think about this all the bloody time. Like, howdy? What?
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So I am
Bro,
from
that was the funniest one.
Italy, but I have lived and worked in the United States for a while. One day,
Okay.
this guy comes up to me and he's like, how do you become a mafia member?
What?
And I'm like, a mafia member? What? And he was like, yeah, is there like an interview to do? Is there like someone you go to apply? And I'm like, what? Apply in the mafia? This man, grown-ass man, thought being in the mafia was just a regular job, just like being an assistant or a teacher or a doctor. Do you really think we have mafia universities here in Italy? Or do we just show up at the mafia boss being like, yo, dude, I want to work for you? And he's like, yeah, sure, let's go kill some people. Hello!
I'm kind of curious, what is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
I mean, no shade to Americans because
Oh, she got some stories on her. That's when they come in quiet, like, y'all ain't ready to hear this. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see.
I do dumb shit all the time.
Okay.
But I once had a lady comment on a post when I said, thank God it's Friday. And she said, it's Thursday, hun. And I said, no, in Australia it's Friday. And then she accused me of gaslighting her, to which I answered, I'm going to blow your mind when I tell you that it's actually summer in Australia too, while you're in winter. And then she called me a terrorist.
I'm kind of curious. What is the
What the heck?
dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Okay, so true story. When I was a teenager, I was in Arizona visiting my best friend who lived out there, and I was there for the summer. And we met this girl, and she complimented my top, and she was like, "Oh, I really like your top. Where'd you get it?" And I was like, "Singapore." She goes, "Oh, is that a mall?" And I look at her, and I was like, "No, it's in Asia."
Okay.
And I kid you not, she goes, "Is Asia a mall?"
Bro,
I'm
what?
kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So first of all, I think I could probably make an entire series on this because I've been in America for a while and I've
Is Asia a mall, bro? I'm really still thinking about that right now. Is Asia a mall, y'all? I'm embarrassed.
some pretty crazy things. When I went to high school, I went to boarding school in Utah, and on the first day we were in class, and the teacher came in and went through roll, and as the teacher was going through roll, they told us that if you come from a country where English is not your first language, I'm going to write your name down, and you're not going to get graded as harshly because we don't think it's fair. I'm thinking, wow, that's like really good for them, you know, especially
Yeah.
a couple of these students. They're struggling to speak English in the time that I've met them and talking to them. So he gets to me finally on the roll, and he says, "Yeah, Bailey." I said, "Yes, here. I'm from Australia." And he goes, "Ah, Australia." And he turns around and writes my name down. I'm thinking, what's going on? Everyone starts kind of talking around. I'm like, shut up. I went in with a 2.9 GPA my junior year. I graduated with a 4.0.
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Oh, I love your Chinese accent. I'm French, born and raised.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said
Oh
to
my
you?
goodness.
Okay, so I tell this story like all the fucking time. But basically, I'm from Spain, which is in Europe, for those that don't know. And my senior year of high school, I was a foreign exchange student in Vegas, in Nevada. And I was in my math class, and this girl that was like white, blue eyes, blonde hair. And she comes to me, she's like, she says something like, "Is there a lot of people that look like me in Spain?" So I said, "Yeah, most people look like me, but there are some people that look like you because you're just blonde, blue eyes, like you said."
Sure.
And she was like, "Yeah, because you guys are not white," or some shit like that. And I was like, "I am white, like, hello?"
Right.
And she was like, "Yeah, but not really white, but there's some white people because you guys were
What does really white mean? Or why do people keep saying stuff like this?
colonized." And I was like, honey, we are the colonizers.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So I live in Cancun, Mexico, and I've been working with American tourism for around 6 years now. And there was this time when a guy in his 40s came to the resort I was working in. It was his first time in Mexico, and he told me he wanted to book some tours. So I started writing down all the tours he wanted to do. He told me he wanted to visit Chichen Itza, Tulum, and Machu Picchu. So I stopped writing and told him Machu Picchu was not in Mexico, it was in Peru. And he asked me how much would it take to get there in a taxi. I told him it would take around from 5 to 6 hours by plane. And he was so mad, he began complaining that how come if we also had Mayan ruins, no one told him Machu Picchu was not here.
What is the dumbest thing an
Bro, I do not like when people are rude to like service work.
American has ever said to you?
It's like, how are you mad at me? And I'm giving you the right information.
So this is when I was working in a bar in Edinburgh many, many years ago, and this guy kept on saying, this American dude was in, and he was like, "You're not Scottish. You're not," well, he didn't say Scottish, he said Scotch. "You're not Scotch, I'm a Scotch American, because my last name I saw on a clan map. And so that's how I know where my clan comes from. I've never seen your name on a clan map. I was born at the fucking Inverness General Hospital. We be dead."
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So I was raised in Australia and I moved to the US when I was almost 11 years old. And in 8th grade, this girl asked me like, "Oh, where is Australia?" And I was like, "Oh, like America's here, Australia is here. Like they're two separate continents, two separate countries." And she was like, "Oh, but like, where is Australia? And I was like, America's here, Australia's here. And she was like, but like, where in America is Australia? And I was like, it's not in America. It's a different country, a different continent. Like, America's here, Australia's here. And she was like, but like, what state is it in? Like, is that like a city or a state? And I was like, it's neither. It's a different country. And she was like, but like, America's the whole world. And I was like, no, baby girl, it's not. And she really thought that America was the whole world and that Australia was in America.
Bro, what? Bro, what are people on, bro?
And like, the U.S. education system sucks, so they're all fucking idiots.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to?
Bro, this is actually. Oh, okay. This is it.
He wanted me to write down my ideal partner. We were talking about dating, and he said, I want you to write down the ideal woman.
Huh? What's going on? What is this?
I'm going outside and waiting. Uncle, stop that one.
Hey, if you've had pretty privilege like your whole life, can you stitch this and...
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man, that's the end of the video. I'm literally getting secondhand embarrassment. What was the craziest one I said? I don't forgot, man. This one was crazy. This one was
last year. I was at a service station.
Oh, America's here, Australia's here, bro. The world does not revolve around America. I just want her to know that, bro. I hope she let her know that, bro. Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, that's the end of the video. Y'all comments be killing me, bro, when y'all be letting me know y'all stories. So let me know what's the dumbest thing America has ever said to you. But yeah, man, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see y'all next video, man. Peace.